logic seed, those would not be required. You would not be required to fake clipper or bootstrap or any of that stuff. And we are starting out right now. You see on the tracker we already got boots. Those boots gonna allow us to clip everywhere. Like, okay, I thought for a moment Thalane just gonna show us a clip, and okay, Thalane does show us a clip. Same for bootstrap, and Thalane, you're a bit too high. Doomtap is perfectly fine. So yeah, by pressing the A button as well as the left button on the same frame, they're able to clip into the slope that we see here, one frame at a time, going to the left 2 pixels a frame, and going to the right 1 pixel per frame. And yeah, that way they can get to this one little ledge and do a glitch that people are familiar with from no glitches, with just a normal fake flipper, nothing special there. And yeah, Hobo yielding not much today, but Orator's Boost deciding to go for the castle for a sanctuary, and Doomstep kinda missing the bonk rocks. Let's hope they don't forget about that. It's easy to forget, and we get a map check, red in Eastern and crystals in the. And so I'm gonna check show us bomb crocs being just bombs. A lot of bombs for a Doomstep from that crab. So yeah, Doomstep now heading to Kakariko. A lot of items here, like the Quake Medallion, the Blue Boomerang, and nothing more so far, but Quake and Blue Boomerang are nice first 2 items. And hey, if that's okay, that's kinda useful. Doomstep throwing one of the bombs in the wrong direction, but gets shroud. It's nice. Selene right now getting all their blind heart stuff out of the way. Quake and Blue Boomerang. Oh, and as well as the cape, of course. And hey, we got a glove. Based on what dungeons we need, we may or may not need one or no gloves. The only dungeon that actually requires a glove is Ice Palace, and technically it requires 2 gloves, but we don't care what that means. Oh, hey, there's also a shield on the bottom render. Doomtap missed that one at first. Didn't hit the rupee spot, I think. Nothing important on the library, and we are heading to the race game, Doomtap. If the race game is something that Doomtap wants, I don't think he wants rupees, but he could get that run from right here without having to go do the race game, but it's just 5 rupees, and I don't think that is really worth the time investment. So yeah, he's just gonna clip up there without any issues, and is already in desert with using our bootstraps. We can pretty easily get around the world. And Thalane, you either need to use the third or the first bump, as far as I know, and uh, on the third bump downwards, on the first bump upwards teleport, and Thalane goes for the third bump now, but well, that's fine. You could also still salvage it from there. And there he goes. Serene now into Desert Palace. I think we got so far only one item in Desert, so Doomstep gonna go. I may or maybe not. Let's see on Serene if Doomstep missed an item or if he got information about an item, a unique item in Paradox Cave. That's a nice hint, but Paradox Cave at the same time is so early hit up that it's not really worth it. And hey, half magic. Half magic is really nice, but as soon as we get the hammer that Spike Cave isn't launching, and people don't really like Spike Cave too much. Also, Doomstep, please learn the quick clip. It's not that hard. There is a clip from K45 straight back to the K45 and Agina area. And for that one, you pretty much do nothing other than dash buffer through the corner below the entrance to K45. But yeah, Selene finds out they don't have all the items in here, so they're gonna check back with what big chest has. May or may not be something useful. Meanwhile, Doomstep gets a red goo in Checkerboard Cave, our first border, and second item out of Desert gotten. It's not useful. Doomstep now at Agina, and Agina probably gonna save and quit out of here. It's not really that fast to do stuff after this, and yeah, it's kinda slow to walk out, so just gotta save and quit and takes a quick way out. And with him going for Sanctuary, he probably wants to cash in that glove, or okay, he's gonna go for the Desmond Ascent. He could have also decided to go for a quick check of the um, back of escape area. But yeah, he's just done another one of those clips and teleports. He teleported above the screen transition, and which made the game globally think he is one screen further above the one he was on. And afterwards, he transitioned himself at a certain height, where he was able to clip out of a wall, and afterwards had to reset his camera in order to be able to gain some nice little nice little he did have to reset his camera in order to not transition for 2 minutes. And Thalane right now finding also his first border, the red potion. And Thalane right now clipping somewhere. Interesting. Okay, I guess that works. Well, Thalane now gets his half magic and can afterwards head out to this mountain or South Darkwood South Lightwood. And apparently he wants to go not for South Lightwood yet. Nice little spin speed there by Thalane. I've actually never seen that one. Just money on the floating island. It's if we get about 200 rupees more, picking up those rupees would actually be really nice because we could go straight to King's Row from here and check what item he wants this gamers today with. And yeah, upcoming is Paradox Cave. We know there's one unique item inside. Neither of those red rupees were unique, so kinda not unique. And Thalane never ever activate spin speed, only armored. If you do clips up there, and hey, King of Maria, that once we gain either the Moon Pearl or the Mirror could mean a bunch of things in Turtle Rock. Okay, that's a Grey Fedlet check from Thalane. Grey Fedlet being a sphere 1 location or accessible with just the boots and Overworld glitches. And it looks like Doomtap deciding to actually grab that 300 rupee on the floating island. And yeah, with just some precise positioning and afterwards a quick little hop, he can just jump over. And Doomtap could, and Thalane stop. Oh, okay, Thalane was lucky. With arming sprint speed, with activating sprint speed and not only arming it, the clip to the Tower of Hera has only a 50% chance of succeeding because of subpixel stuff. So if Thalane activates the sprint speed and not only arms it, he pretty much just sets him up for a 50% rate of failure. And hey, Moonpearl for Doomstep. So we can already get to the entire Dark World. So I kind of didn't feel right about that bomb placement on mini modems there and pulled out. It's better to just pull out and not fall down than just falling down. And now incoming modem fight, we got ourselves a fighters with modem fight, meaning we get 6 hits, and after the fifth modem we'll be able to move a lot faster and doesn't have to use just such deep tricks as he just did on Thalane to gain an advantage. And there we go, modem speeds up and Thalane gets him down. Just 20 rupees on him. I don't think we saw boost items so far. So the basement is gonna have an item, I think. And Doomtap also gets modem down. Nicely done. First crystal for boost players. And yeah, you kinda want to be one bump lower there, Thalane. Or be on the third bump on the right side. And we get ourselves the Darkwood Nest Shake, Green Pendant Thieves, Pendant Maya and Pot, and Red Crystal at Scribbles. That's the name. Gonna check out what is in Spectacle Rock Cave and gonna unique item requires a glove. That means there is a unique item at Spike Cave. Once we get that hammer, that one is definitely an item that we need. By the way, the reason I know it's in Spike Cave, the only item that is, according to the hints, requires the glove is the item in Spike Cave. And yeah, Doomtap just did the Death Mountain descent, which allows him to take the Dark Void portal from the top of Death Mountain and use it to get everywhere on the Dark Void map. So then now gonna head through Parallel Cliff, getting his Chaos Mario in just a moment. So Doomtap right now taking a death swap, which is not really good, since the death swap is gonna put him into a state that we call fake dark world. Fake dark world is in some cases nice, in some cases bad. In this case, he kinda forgot about it, so it's not really the best. But he remembers it, so he just gonna save and quit out and do another Desmond descent. Meanwhile, Thalane maybe checks the castle, and yep, looks like he's checking the castle, so he's gonna get his moon pearl in just a moment. And there it is, moon pearl for Thalane. Meanwhile, Doomstep gonna check out the mini Molong cave. 5 items inside here, and a lot of them it's something important along. And hey, Ether, with Maya being a pendant, that's not really required. But it still might be. We could still end up having to get some item out of Maya, and Ether might be the pendant, the medallion for that. Meanwhile, Selene finds the flippers in Harrow Castle, first chest. With Swamp Palace being a crystal, zoos are 100% required. There are ways to fake flipper inside Swamp Palace, but it kinda doesn't really work well because fake flippers on the Underworld is not the same as fake flippers on the Overworld. And there is the map for Haru Castle. That's gonna mean that with that small key, that means that in the darkroom chest is an item. And our scalefish scams us with not even a full heart. Hey, there's a nice mushroom. With that cane of Samaria that we already got, we can fake powder. Fake powdering is not in logic, but the Bat Cave is already reachable, so I could see one of our runners decide to go for that. With Selene already having the flippers, that clip is kinda a bit harder, but it's not really that hard. You just need to know where to stop and actually go ahead and jump. Meanwhile, he's gonna find his Isa medallion. And another Desmond descent from Doomstep. He's gonna probably check out the village of the outcast now. The lane starting up with preparing a waterwalk. Um, with flippers, that's not really as required, but it still speeds up some of the water travel. And Titansmiths in Village of the Outcast. Titansmiths not a thing that's really too much appreciated, but it's a thing that exists. Mainly not as much appreciated since it points to what Ice Palace and people don't really like Ice Palace. I don't know why. I just agree. And another hard container from Digging Game. Definitely a nice thing to get. And I'm assuming that Doomtap not gonna get is not gonna get Maya medallion. Gonna go for Stumpy, I guess. And Thalane selects the mushroom, so he looks to gives that one to the witch right now. Gonna gets that illogic item and skips out on fake powdering. He might reset his console because he just did a 7 quit, and if he does and the mushroom is nothing, then he can just keep it. Which means he will be able to fake powder the entire game, and hey, there is a hammer for Doomstep as well as some silver arrows. I'd say that's an okay hype cave. Hammer with Ice Palace and Swamp Palace being Crystals as well as GT already available, that's a pretty decent chance that there comes more out of it. Selene, that won't work. Selene, that won't work. The reason that won't work is because you did kinda not keep your sprint scored. You need to have the. You cannot reset your camera if you want to go for the super jump, and if you do want to go for a normal desmond descent, you were a bit on the wrong spot. And again, don't activate sprint speed. Please stop activating sprint speed before doing any para clips, please. That's bad. And Doomstep got stuck and has 7 quit. So yeah, what Selene just did there with the weird wiggling around is a glitch that we call Turtle Climb. It's just a normal clip, but at that particular ledge you can kinda press yourself a bit up the mountain by wiggling around. Ooh, Selene gonna try it for a hover. Got a few pixels and says, no, I'm done. Definitely a good decision to cut your losses, and Turtle Rock Medallion is bombast. We probably won't need it, but based on key layouts, that might still be required logically. And a shovel at the only according to its hammerlock location. Um, Not according to its, we also would have parts of Ice Palace, parts of well, the a little rock in the desert, and yeah, now Selena give us a map check as well. And I think Doomstep right now is preparing to go into Ganon's Tower. So yeah, Doomstep just has to line up with that wall over there, slips into the wall here with his bootstraps, and then can just jump down the mountain right into the thing that's standing on top, Ganon's Tower. Doomtap gets the small key, decides to quickly go ahead and go for the left side first. And I don't know. Okay, Selene is pretty low on hearts right now. I don't know which item with his current items that I would take for the fight with the Pokey. I think he's comfortable with the sword spins. And then we just get a map. That's disappointing. Selene, you got the cape, Selene, cape. Well, he gets the key and that. Selene, you have the cape and the ferry. Okay, good. And Doomtap gonna go for Hava, and in order to skip the hook shot in for the Starforce room. And just gonna use a quick Ether Medallion to instantly kill this entire room. And there's another potion for Doomtap. And Selene takes the little death swap. Just good that he already lost his Faridum a bit earlier, otherwise he would have not be able to get out there. And Doomtap. That Starforce kinda ruined him. He went out of the way for his hook shot and then went into his way for himself. Just gonna use Ether Medallion for that one little Starforce. And Selene gets the small and decent this time. Not too difficult for him once he goes for the right corner. Doomtap gonna go for a bomb jump and misses it. I don't know why he missed it. I think he may have placed the bomb a bit too far on the right. And gets it this time. We Thalane right now gonna check out the Seaston, not Seaston, Scobots area, which Doomtap already checked. Doomtap finds his big key. He knows now that the hookshot will definitely not be upstairs, and Doomtap, you can beat Ice Armors with the items you have. You can get the big chest with the items you have. Please. And Doomtap right now gonna go for a gonna. I don't know if what you just did there was enough, Doomtap. I think you still might Hulan here. I'm not sure. Yep. You with his Desmond descent, he kinda pretty much offset his camera a bit, and the game doesn't like if the camera is slightly offset, and yeah, Hulan is pretty much a fix for that. Doomtap gonna get for back of escape now. Doomtap right now on his way to the dig spot, which is interesting because that's a new item for us, and so I'm gonna find his Titan's Mitts. And Electron just having some bombs. I think Doomstab might be a bit confused about what he can still do. And looks like he realized that he can get into Thief Town or the area of Maya. Oh, and of course, we also got Sick Kid still. So yeah, Selene not having the hammer, he may leave the item in the big chest behind. He already has the small key, so there might be an item inside. Okay, and now we know what that last item in Hera is. It's just a piece of art. I don't know if Selene still is missing the compass, but The chance that there's a item in the big chest is pretty high right now. And Doomtap definitely gonna show us what's inside if there is. Ooh, mirror in blind cell, nice. And Thalane just gonna hit blind 3 times to a chat and 3 at the wall, 9 hits, or heads. And he's done with the fight. Gets a bit of script for the last phase, but gets through it pretty fine. And there is the compass, so there is an item in the big chest. And Doomtap gonna get that one. And there's a mirror for Doomtap. And just 50 bucks in the big chest, so Selene isn't missing out on anything. So at this point, just thinking about what's still left, I think we probably will have to either dip into Palace of Darkness, Swamp Palace, or check out the Maya area. And for what items we still need, we still need the hookshot, we still need the bow, we still need the fire and ice rod, and yeah, that's pretty much it of the items that we definitely do not know about. I'm sure Selene doesn't like to see that hammer there because he kinda just was through Thieves Town. And Selene gonna find himself the shovel that leads to a simple but not really needed 3 bombs pickup. We, Doomtap gonna bump himself to the transition and messes up. He wanted to use that blue potion to fly away to the Swamp Palace and bring the purple chest away with some nice little speed up. The lane kinda seems to have some problems here with that clip into the wall. It's pretty much just line up with the wall and then clip into the diagonal, but clipping into diagonals isn't easy, but he gets through. Doomtap now, without Soak Shot, gonna dip into Swamp Palace. Or not. Or is he? Okay, he's not. So they know on their way through GT. Doomtap right now checking out the pyramid ledge without setting up for the pyramid fairy. Nice little hover there by thalane, being able to skip the hookshot for the left side as well. And thalane gets his little last resort bottle. Meanwhile, Doomtap gonna get his flippers in escape. So yeah, right now both of our runners doing checks that the other runner already did. So if you like what you see, please consider giving those two runners a quick little follow. They definitely appreciate it and definitely on it for all the glitches that they show. They show quite some experience. Uh, Even if they have some hiccups here or there, uh, Arian does those little mistakes, and both of them are really good on trying to avoid that. Also, Doomtap did not check that big chest, it's nothing, but he also did not check what's behind ice armors, and so they ain't gonna show us what's behind ice armors. Also, Bob's chest wasn't a thing for Doomstep. Just a heartbeat, so not that much for those two chests, but ice armors is still a thing, and looks like Thalane is going for hammer strat. Thalane, Fighter's Sword and Hammer do the same damage on ice armors or any armors. Same for Ken of Maria, which also is a nice weapon. Ken of Bona does the same damage, but does the damage so frequently that you do extremely much game. And Slang gets through the Amos fight, and yeah, hopefully soon. And hard piece, hard container, and hard piece. And Doomtap, that monkey doesn't follow to the light world. Kinda need to turn him in going into the before going to the light world. Meanwhile, Doomtap right now showing us something new with a quick little look into Eastern Palace and Place of Darkness. And Selene gets some glitched graphics for the grave, but not the same glitched graphics that he was expecting. And the myths were in Village of the Outcast with the pearl in uh, with the other glove being somewhere this mountain, I think. It was pretty early, the first glove. And no one checked Tazarok yet, and Doomstep is right now the first one into Eastern Palace. I think Selene checked early on the Sarashwara area. Doomtap skipped like 5 locations or so, and hey, nice hint, bug catching that in Western Swamp. Definitely gotta go there. We need that. And what's behind the lamp in Eastern Palace? Just a big key, and so the big chest is next place for Doomtap. Thalane might consider using a fake powder glitch while he's here. He has a cane, he has a mushroom. He just needs to empty his magic for it. And no one was to the miner area yet. We were in desert and we got some potions there, but nothing too big. And yeah, Selene, you got the cape. Like, please, you got cape. And hookshot in Palace of Darkness. That's gonna lead us into Swamp Palace. And bow on the... Oh my god, bow on the bed. So, Selene can single the Palace of Darkness if there's anything further behind. Doomtap right now gonna go for Swamp Palace to find the powder inside or something leading to the powder. And hey, digging up some bombs, definitely worthwhile. Did Doomtap skip out on the hint? I only big key in swamp, so you already will know what's in the big chest. Serene right now going for the Apex here and gonna quickly check out the Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace area. So they will find the Orc Shot, of course, in Palace of Darkness, but they will also be able to check further in if there is a fire or ice rod inside. We could, of course, just find a powder inside Warm Palace, and that leads us to the Bat Cave, and from Bat Cave we just go back to Place of Darkness for Fire Rod or something dumb. And hey, apparently Selene wasn't here early on, so there's another portion for him. Selene already having all 4 bottles now. So gonna be interesting if Selene's gonna deciding to only dip into Pairs of Darkness, or if they will decide to actually go in and check for items. Hey, there is some Batman for Doomtap. And is that the fire rod for Doomtap? Was that fire or ice rod? I couldn't really see. Please Doomtap, open your menu. Yeah, Doomtap with fighters, but you kinda need either hammer or spins. I'm getting different things from chat, and it's a fire rod. Thanks, Doomtap, for opening your menu. So yeah, we are an ice rod away from no mode. Okay, kinda, because Doomstep still needs the mushroom, which is interesting to consider because Doomstep still needs the powder, which thalane doesn't need. So yeah, with that, with consideration of hey, powder unlocks the bow, I'd give the edge to thalane right now, just because that hookshot that they will find once they enter Palace of Darkness gonna lead them towards Swamp Palace in no time, and afterwards they are on the same boat as Doomtap, kinda still only searching for Ice Rod, but yeah. Selene having some problems here right now. They could definitely need that quick little fire rod, and ice is Doomstep right now is heading towards Ice Palace. He is going for the mirror rep, which is interesting considering he has the mids, and kinda came from the Darkwood portal. He gets it too, so he's fine. And Doomtrip decides to burn down those berries. If you're not too careful in that room, you kinda can despawn Ice Palace. And hey, we finally got Master Sword on Thalane. Oh my god. It's only been about an hour. And powder for Doomtap. So yeah, that powder is gonna lead to the bow for Doomtap, but he doesn't know that yet. And right now, Selene coming up on a big decision: will he head out of Patch of Darkness, or will he continue? He continues. Doomtap follows the hint and just walks away. Did Selene skip the entire, or did I just miss it? And Doomtap having only fight spread goes for some nice little bomb strats to beat some mimics. And there are 20 rupees for Doomtap. He's gonna give this bomb drop and gets over. Some cash and paradox. I don't think that hint is something that he hoped for too much. And Doomtap, you kinda do have hookshot. You don't need to bomb jump everything. So yeah, if thalane finds Ice Rod inside Path of Darkness in one of the next two chests, that's gonna be big for them. If not, and instead Doomtap finds the Ice Rod in Ice Palace, that's big for them. But of course, as we all know, that Ice Rod is gonna definitely turn up in Death Rock, because why not? Selena has the fire shield. Oh, well, the fire shield boost have I kind of just missed it somewhere. I think the dark room item was the big key. A heart piece for Selene in the dark. And kinda not. Doomtap kinda doesn't have the amount of keys that you might want. So that didn't pay out too much for Selene so far in Place of Darkness. At least they didn't got the Ice Rod. But yeah, they are gonna head into Swamp Palace next, which is gonna give them their Fire Rod. Doomtap right now in the Coaster fight goes for a spin and then goes into some hammer and takes a bunch of damage. He has the Fire Rod, he uses the Fire Rod. Fire Rod doing a gold sword damage onto those small little pups. Gets the last item being just a red rupee. So yeah, let's hope for Doomtap that he's gonna check that Bat Cave in just a moment. That would be pretty much the best for him. He's at least heading to Kakariko and he's heading for the Duckwood Portal, so not gonna go for Batcave yet. I guess he's going for Skullwoods, for the back of Skullwoods. I think when he came here earlier, he found one after items, not both. And I think based on the keys that he has and used, that small chest under the bridge has to be a small key, so he's gonna go straight for the boss. Doomtap using his tiny little butter sword and fighter sword, not butter, and throws that give into a spike, doing a lot more damage. Pretty much doing good sword damage. And Thalane picks up their bad mail. And my god. Seriously? Firewall locking the lamp again. So at this point, we still have Desert Palace open for dungeons that we couldn't clear, but we got those items out of there. Was Doomtap right now finishing off Skull Woods. That's now pretty much leaving only the Maya area and Turtle Rock open, as well as parts of Ganon's Tower. And Doomtap decides to use this Dark World portal, but since he's already in the Dark World, that Dark World portal gonna just put him back into the Light World. And for who's ahead, pretty hard to say. Boots players right now still needing to find the Ice Rod, which can be pretty much anywhere. Doomtap additionally has to head over to the Magic Bed for his bow, but from the amount of checks, if Boots would find their go mode like right now, they would be pretty even, I would say. Doomtap finds the second item out of the dungeon that he skipped early on, but it's just rupees, so kinda not needed. Okay, so then got a bit close there to despawning the Ice Palace but he was a bit slow for that, so he's fine. And gets his powder that he already used to get his bow. So yeah, Doomtap finishing up Desert Palace. Dungeon boost players still need, but doesn't have any items left that we know of. So he just gets the crystal and gets to walk away. I don't know if he checked the Maya medallion beforehand. He might do leave it for now or not, or ignore it, I guess. I guess he's either now going for Turtle Rock or going to just check out Gen's Tower. He stares the right side of Gen's Tower in logic. And yeah, he kinda, Doomstep kinda needs to remember that the magic bed exists. But Doomstep gonna give us a check of what's inside Turtle Rock. We will soon find out if the ice rod is in here, as always, or if we will have to get it from somewhere else. Laser bridge showing up empty, but we still have a lot of chests in here. So far we got 2 items. And yeah, if you ever have to do that dark room turtle rock backwards, hold up. They kinda did not design the puzzle to be done backwards, so yeah, it's not a puzzle backwards. Doomtap using that fire rod to quickly get rid of that pokey, so he is in a nice shape. Okay, thalane gonna show off that hey, you can powder anti the bunny beams if they are still under the pots. Doomtap, knowing his key count, skips out on that last pokey. Wanna check out what's in the roller room behind the firelock. We still searching for the big key inside here, so that's definitely gonna show up here. Meanwhile, Selene on codes, they're gonna not use the fire TS equip, but instead use the Master Sword, which is better than the Fighter Sword at least. And nicely done with Thalane finishing Kutsia up with some natural fire shots. Some cash on floating island. Wow. Thanks and style. It's not like we can see that we're on the way to Turtle Walk. And oh yeah, bombers for Turtle Rock. Not that we care too much. And yeah, Doomtap right now gonna check out the Oakshot Cave. Selene checked the first chest in here, but did not check the other for 3 chests. Hey, there's bombers. Selene kinda fallen down while hovering. And speaking of Selene right now in Gannon's Tower right side. Gonna go for those firelock checks, and he can also go for Obsession and finish this one up. It's possible that, hey, Icewood is in Moldom 2 chest. So, yeah, validation Icewood is definitely a thing. Doomtop, in the meantime, gonna head over to the Mimic Cave as well as the big chest entrance to Turtle Rock. Cane of Burner, Tempered Sword, nice. And last shield upgrade. Doomtap. I think you can use the hammer to get out of the state. Or switch the menu item, which also works. But yeah, you can get out of it. It's not a soft lock, but you kind of don't want to do that if your portal isn't aligned. And hey, there's a book. Anyone want to read? Like a tablet or a pedestal? I think a pedestal would be a good read. Meanwhile, Thalane just gonna climb Ganon's tower for the next few minutes, so let's see what Doomstep gonna get. Well, he won't get anything, but he will get information from the Bomber's tablet. He cannot get the item yet, but he has all the items that he will need to get the item itself that's on here. Just couch cash, just go ahead. And I guess next up, Tower of Hera and check out the Ether tablet. Probably gonna dip Ganon's Tower afterwards, check the right side. Whoa, money! And even more money on the tablets. And yeah, the bow that Doomtap is missing is on the magic bed. Meanwhile, we are still having our classic Ice Rod search going on between boost players. We still have that last little chest in Guinness Tower that could still have an item that we might want to consider opening. And I'm sorry, chat, it's not here. Doomtap to earlier when he did done left side in GT, he did not go for Ice Armors or the big chest, so he's gonna quickly go for them now. And thalane gonna use his hook shot, blinking off the door, and the exact tag of the agony music. And wow, nice little triple. That position was definitely not good for a triple, and he made it work. And there he is down. Keeps on clinking with the Aghanim's fight music. Thalane, using his definitely corrected flute, he definitely has that somewhere in Hyrule. And Doomtap gonna use the King of Mana for Ice Armors. One of the best weapons for armors, if you can get them. It's kinda not the easiest weapon, even though it's a nice weapon. Also, Doomstep does has the master, so gonna give that one in tracker. And Doomtap gets all of his love that he worked so hard for. Meanwhile, Thalane gonna prepare to get the lamp. They cannot avoid it. And Doomtap gonna try to clip those mimics out. And he prepares the mimic by going halfway through the rock already. And there he goes. Clips out the mimics nicely. And now goes in for some select buffering for the second mimic room. Thalane meanwhile finishes up Skullwards, gets the lamp. So what Doomtap is right now doing? He clips in the mimics pixel by pixel into the wall, but has to afterwards every time reset them to not get pushed up back out. So he has to move them one frame into the wall and then one or more frames up or down to not get pushed out of the wall again. And yes, that means that the inputs that he does to clip them out, the right input has to be a maximum of one frame. Doing it for 2 frames means you kinda already lose a bunch of progress. Thalane right now on their way into Desert Palace. By the way, I'm right now a bit struggling to think about where there still could be progression. Um, and I'm kinda thinking Maya. I think Maya is kind of the last place for progression. Or I guess uh, Palace of Darkness was on Pedestal. Yeah, Doomtap right now in the boat where Zelda was just a moment ago finishing up Ganon's Tower. Even though he doesn't have the bow, he is able to climb up here. That's a nice little green potion, so he can refill his magic and use the fire rod for land move. And my medallion is Quake, and at 1 hour and 33 minutes, we are finally reaching Maya Shed. And it's empty. Selene, go inside Maya, please. And Doomtap gets through Modem nicely. And I think Selene gonna get into um, um, Turtle Rock after this. And yeah, they are going to open the front of Turtle Rock. Gonna check out the front items, and afterwards probably gonna either go through the big chest entrance or straight to the boss, straight to the laser bridge. But since I do not have the big key, it doesn't matter either way. Since I do not have the ice rod, it doesn't matter. And now boost players. Yeah, well, Doomtap still needs to get to the magic bed, but that's not too far out of the way, technically, if he knows, if he wants to go there. But boost players still looking for Ice Rod, and I'm kinda thinking about Maya at this point for the placement for it. Or did we check Catfish already? I can't remember. I can't remember if we checked Catfish already, but oh yeah, Thalane did check Catfish on their way to Page of Darkness, I think. Well, no, I can't remember. Doomtap definitely did not. And hey, Thalane finds their reading thing. Oh, Ice Rod on Catfish. Thalane is pretty much extremely close by afterwards. So I guess they will go for that one after that. Well, once they are out of Tot Rock, maybe. Possibly. Probably not because they are on the wrong entrance. So yeah, it's now kinda Doomtap to Magic Bat or Thalane to Catfish. Who first? Doomtap right now is gonna use the mirror up to Laser Bridge. Meanwhile, Thalane gonna check out the everything that's on the Laser Bridge. Kinda not really that much on here. Mirroring out to the big chest entrance. I wonder if they plan something. Thalane, please. Why are you not checking Marine Cave before going all the way to Laser Bridge? You kinda, if I thought would be here, that would be bad. Also, Doomtap, why are you hovering? Please stop. Thanks. So, Thalane going to check the book now as well, just as Doomtap did earlier. So, Chad, what do you think is further out of the way? Magic Bat or Catfish? So yeah, Lane gonna grab himself the rupees and okay, so Lane gonna go inside Maya. So Lane gonna waste some time and hey, we got ourselves a unique item. And I guess Doomtap right now, of course, gonna go for Turtle Rock, which is good for them. Gonna get themselves even on cleared out crystals, and once finding their respective goal mode, it's about the same time to beat Maya and Eastern. Maybe a bit Todd Rock and Eastern. Maybe a bit faster to beat Eastern. Maybe a bit faster to beat Todd Rock because we can just go to the boss. Eastern is a bit further out of the way. Also, don't really worry, guys, about Thalane because kinda Doomtap might go for the same, and Doomtap, please don't get soft lock or something. Yeah, I guess Doomtap probably after Third Rock is going for is Doomtap right now going for is Doomtap right now going for Maya with the super prop or finishing up Swamp Palace because he did not do left side as I remember. Doomtap, you got a hint for this. Okay. Doomtap apparently wants to check out the promontory. Thalane having just barely enough magic. And hey, there's a big key for Maya. Doomtap, I think that's a bit high. Yeah. Okay. I don't know, Asp. I personally just use my sword lineup method to have it easy, but even without it, it's not too hard. Hey, we kind of have some probably not really doable energy thing like Maya having the flute inside. Definitely not a bug. And Doomstep gonna go for Maya next. And tries the bomb clip, but fails it, so he goes for the spin speed clip next, the old, and fails it and goes just for the stone. Fails it and gets it on the second try. So yeah, Doomtap right now going for Maya. It's not too bad for him, especially with the flute inside here. He might just say, I don't know what to do for the next 5 minutes. Let's actually activate it. And oh yeah, I have the bad ends nearby. For Selene, nothing is pointing towards Catfish. Well, okay, he doesn't have. He did not clear Pairs of Darkness, so he might say, "Let's clear Pairs of Darkness," and on the way there, let's quickly check out Catfish. But uh, Doomtap at least has a lead in the right direction that he might maybe follow, and Selene doesn't. Yeah, I guess Selene probably is going for Pedestal at this point. He wants, he thinks it's Pedestal, and probably he might, hopefully, thinks about Catfish while doing so. Doomtap, on the other hand, doesn't have to even consider Pedestal thing. Okay, Selene safe and quit to mountain. Go to mountain. Okay, they go to mountain. Go to the third rock portal, please, or anything in that direction. And Selene, for the 5 millionth time, please stop to activate your spin speed if you go for Hero Clip. Thanks. Yeah, they've been doing it the entire seed. Yes, Vitreous did have an item. It was a red ruby. And so I'm gonna go for the Ether tablet. Ether tablet. That's relatively good for them. And I going for Dark. Well, Dark is good. Go for Catfish. Catfish. Okay. Thalane is going for Catfish, I would assume now. And yeah, that's pretty good for them. Selene has nothing other than Catfish that he says in this general area. So it's nice that they routed it this way. They are in Gilmwood in just a moment. And yeah, Catfish DMD into throwing some random stone into Catfish. Also, hey, Doomtap finds his flute. Hopefully he considers activating that, and that would be his lead to the bow. And yes, Selene is in go mode with only 17 hearts. And about 1 hour 49 minutes into the seat. And Selene, stop! Stop it! Just stop, please! Powder was an Ice Palace, but Selene did fake powder it. Well, yeah, kinda. Fake powder was kinda huge. Kinda, it led them to full clear Palace of Darkness. And hey, so in the soft lock, also Doomtap did threw some Cane of the Runner block into the void. So, and they get it. They get the dust for the cane. I don't know. Is there a setup for using the 255 value from block void for the upper for the first room? I don't know any. And Selene gets his mirror rep. He's using the mirror on the same frame as he transitions. That will lead him to the laser bridge entrance to here, and is now able to just gonna beat out our most beloved friend Trinex. Meanwhile, Doomtap, not having the bow, has to go for Hammer and Master Sword Vitrios. And gets it done pretty nicely. And his reward, 20 rupees, hey! Meanwhile, Thalane on Trinix gonna beat him up. Doomtap, activate your flute! Doomtap running to the right direction, and Thalane gets through Trinix nicely. And Doomtap runs into the wrong direction. Meanwhile, Thalane gets that one arrow that says, I am there, just to kill Ganon. Interesting idea to just gonna do a catfish just one decide to get to the pyramid. Might decide to buy some potions on the way, but I don't think they really need them with like 17 hearts, silver arrows, red mail, and tempered sword. And meanwhile, Doomtap gonna get his bow in just a few seconds. Also, this pyramid looks completely normal, by the way, and I'm actually not sure if Thalane is going to Hurahan here. Might, I don't know, not sure. And he's good, okay. Nine, 10. Okay, he now got the he only got 10 before the second before the first phase could have ended. But yeah, now in the third phase, gonna have to hit the trick and gets it. We got some really nice warps going on. And yes, Ganon, we did find the silver arrows, and you can have them back. Yeah, 2 more, and just 1 more for you. Here, take it, and there we go. Thalane shoots 4 silver arrows into the blue pig. And once crossing this gap, they finishing with an official SRL time of 1 hour 55 minutes and 8 seconds. Give them your GGs in chat. So yeah, Doomtap right now only has to beat out Amos. Afterwards will... I don't know what...
Hey.
GG, Thalane.
Yo, thank you. That was an adventure.
Yeah, you kind of want to know what the thing was that gave you kind of the lead?
Yeah, my opponent just told me. I guess it was the fake powder with that gave me the lead.
Yeah, Doomtap gave the mushroom away and didn't reset it for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. This time it went pretty good, but even then, like I got the powder as well at some point, so it wasn't even that bad. Like I literally only had 3 items left in the entire game, so
yeah. Well, I think you had Catfish, Palace of Darkness boss, and Pedestal.
Yeah, I had the pedestal. I think Pod Boss had the compass, so there would have been like the pad as well. So Catfish, pedestal, the Thief's Town Big Chest, and the Dark Cross
Mm.
chest in Hyrule Castle.
Oh yeah, Thiefstone Big Chest. Thiefstone Big Chest was rupees, I think 20, and we never checked the Dark Cross room.
All right. Yeah, that's like my least favorite dark room. I feel like because I always struggle fighting that chest in the dark. Like I don't mind, getting to the past the snakes and all that.
Well, especially in Overworld glitches, it's actually not that bad since you can just dash at the bottom of the wall below the chest, and you actually directly bonk ending up below the chest.
Oh, that's pretty good to know. I didn't
Yeah,
know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a nice little lineup. You bonk off a torch, and that works.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Thank you, man. But yeah, other than that, so I felt kind of shaky going into this match because like the last time I played Overworld glitches was during the last tournament, which was how long ago? Like
a year about.
Yeah, over like 8 months, I think. So yeah, like last weekend I kind of looked at all the clips again, and I did a couple of them, but like I didn't practice anything crazy like going to the pyramid fairy, mirror reps or something. Like just the stuff that I know from AD, so like the laser bridge mirror rep. So I knew that one because I've done that a couple of times. But other than that, like I felt really shaky, so I was super scared to go into that match. And then I would say it was a pretty nice seed considering all that, because we got like hammer quite early, we got mids as well. So like I didn't need all that fancy stuff. And yeah, so that was pretty lucky on my end. But then the ice rod, I don't know, it's always the ice rod in some modes. So.
Yeah, by the way, one thing about you clips and bit being inexperienced, please stop activating spin speed for
Hera?
The Hera clip, because that makes that clip extremely inconsistent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you flew off the entire time. By the way, Doomtap just finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour 59 minutes and 3 seconds.
Alright, so for Hera, I just activate spin speed, like I don't go up the stairs and then I can just walk off. I think I tried that. Okay.
Only arm the spin speed and then you can walk through the corner.
Okay,
if you activate it, you I
have the risk of
chance of getting it. Yeah, it's based on subpixels then, and kind of not good to control that.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, I think I tried it, and then I kind of got stuck. Like, I couldn't move, and then I thought, okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong, so let's, like, activate it. So, I felt like this is the way to go. Like I said, I haven't practiced it in a long while. I should probably look into stuff tomorrow, because my next matchup is gonna be on Sunday, like in 2 days, so I should be a little bit better prepared for that, I feel like.
Yeah, check out the resources channel that we have in the Discord.
Sure.
Funny arms tutorials are nice, and of course the Super Skulls videos are always good ones to learn from.
Yeah, I have like a document from Futon who put together like all sorts of clips and like screenshots and all that. So that's what I learned initially with like that last tournament.
Yeah, Bayam has also made a new version of that with a bit easier to find stuff for the most basic things, but it's not all the clips that are possible, like the Futon document.
Yeah, I think I should just look into stuff. I mean, obviously just looking into it, like maybe playing a seed tomorrow night or something, that might help a lot, because I forgot how fun Overworld glitches is until I played the seed. I feel like, because I mean,
it's just fun.
Yeah, you don't get to do all that. You don't get to do all that stuff very often, I guess. So it's kind of nice. Also, that first sword, man, that was really early. I was really happy about that.
Hey, we got that first word early, and that second word was like an hour in.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that second word was for you an hour in. For Doomtap, it was like 1:20, 1:30.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Doomtap kind of didn't get the bow, so he didn't get the Eastern boss, and yeah. I think his second spot was in Gen's Tower somewhere.
Yeah, on the right side. Right side had my tempered
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah, it was his Master Sword, and Tempered Sword was, of course, Eastern with as his last dungeon.
So my
yeah.
collection rate, yikes, 186 out of 216.
Yeah, if you start doing 100 out of a seat, that's kinda getting up there.
Yeah, but I feel like other than like feeling shaky on some of the clips, I think it went pretty okay. Like the logic, I think wanted me to go into pod, get the hook shot, then go to swamp to get.
Yeah, get the fire. Wait, do either get to swamp for the fire rod or go for hookshot cave for the bombers, and then go into ice palace, get the powder, get to magic bed to go back to Eastern and everything, I guess.
Yeah, well, and that and Scouts also had the lamp, like the on modular,
Yeah.
right? So there was logic wise, this was a disaster. I'm happy we can do all sorts of stuff to not have to do that.
Hey, how about a no sequence breaks tournament next with all glitches?
That doesn't
No,
sound
right?
very nice.
Yeah, all the fun stuff is out. You kinda need mids once Ice Palace is a dungeon that exists. You kinda can't mirror up to a laser bridge. So yeah,
Yeah.
all the fun stuff is out.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, coming back to the topic about like the clips and stuff. Like, I know everything that's like possible because I've done it before, but I just have no recollection of how to do it. Like, some things are like super specific, and like this at the very start when I wanted to go to desert, for example, I always forget, is it like some pixel higher or lower? So I just tried a different bunch of things, and then like something worked, and I was like, okay, well, I think that's it. So this looks pretty good.
I think at that point I actually pointed out the bumps that you would have to use and what direction you want to teleport for that one. So that'd be easy for you to figure out next time.
Yeah. I think so too. I just need to put some work into it, and then I think I'm gonna be good. Execution-wise, I felt like I did a like somewhat good job. I mean,
you did nothing badly, at least.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of soft locks here and there, but I think that's just the nature of an Overworld glitches tournament. That's gonna happen to everyone, I feel like. So
yeah, everyone does gonna and either do that dumb mistake of going to a shack that he cannot do because he doesn't have gloves or something, or gonna softlock somewhere, and the other one gonna forget that he still needs a wiki for a dungeon. All those good stuff gonna happen.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. Also, thank you very much for commentating. I don't know, did you also track the match?
Yeah, we kinda didn't find anyone.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much then. And also, I really appreciate the work that you did for like organizing all this, and trying to look for commentators and all that. I'm just kind of sad.
Carry on.
I'm just kind of sad because I'm so like limited with my time from work and all that, so I can't really help out that much. But I will try to get a couple of commentaries in and all that myself. So
thank you, but don't worry too much. I kinda find some time to do it somewhere.
All right. Thank you very much.
By the way, thank you for doing the race. Thank you, Doomtap, for doing the race as well. And if you would be so nice and give those two guys a follow, they did an awesome job with an awful seat. And yeah, they definitely deserve it. But with that, I think I can quickly check the schedule and um, on yeah. For now, we are kinda going out on speaking Portuguese. There is Super Mario RPG in the Daxon, which is a marathon. I don't know much about it. And otherwise, until 6 p.m., we don't have much. At 6 p.m., we got on SpeedGaming 1 the Link to the Past Randomizer League, last location versus Team Awesome. On SpeedGaming 2, we got SM Prodigy Tournament. On SpeedGaming 3, Pac-Man World. And later on at 8 p.m. with SpeedGaming 2, Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. And at 8:30, we got on SpeedGaming 1, Splatoon 2, which is an awesome speedrun. Just check that one out. But yeah, I've been Michael K. And thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed and see you again next time. Goodbye.
Oh, bye and thanks again.